Next is the variation in ionization enthalpy across a period. I have to draw this picture. Actually, it is the ionization potential versus atomic number, and across a period we know that across a period size of an atom decreases, so nuclear charge increases, and nuclear charge increase means that is the attraction between the valence electron and nucleus is more. That's why huge amount of energy is required to remove most loosely bonded electron in their valence shell. So in that condition, across a period, ionization enthalpy will be increases. So as well as this is the lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. This type of graphical representation for the second period, lithium and beryllium. Beryllium has the stable electronic configuration. It is actually 1s2 and 2s2. That's why according to Hund's rule, the half filled and full filled electronic configuration is more stable than the any other electronic configuration. So here is the full filled electronic configuration occurs for the beryllium atoms. So it is more stable than the lithium and boron. Boron has 1s2, 2s2 and 2p1. So it is the less stable than the beryllium. So beryllium is more stable, so which having the stability is more, there have a higher ionization enthalpy. So beryllium has the higher ionization enthalpy. And now carbon and nitrogen. We know that carbon 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. But in case of nitrogen 1s2, 2s2 and 2p3. So let's see here in p subshell there are the 3 electron. It is the half filled. So half filled is more stable than the carbon. Carbon has the 2p2, that is the less than half filled. So nitrogen is more stable than the carbon. So according to theory, ionization potential for nitrogen is higher than the carbon. That's why it will show this type of curve. And then oxygen, and then fluorine, and then neon. Neon has the highest ionization potential because it is the inert gas or inert configuration. It is maximum stable, and we know that ionization half filled and full filled electronic configuration is directly proportional to the ionization potential or ionization enthalpy. That's why neon has the higher ionization potential. So we may write across a period the ionization enthalpy increases due to decrease in size of an atom. Decrease in size of an atom. So that is the concept about the variation in ionization enthalpy across a period. Next term is the variation in ionization enthalpy down a groove. Down a groove. So it is similar. We know that down a groove size of an atom increases, and we know that the size of an atom is inversely proportional to the ionization enthalpy. So down a groove size of an atom increases means ionization enthalpy decreases. So we may write down a groove ionization enthalpy decreases due to increase in size of an atom. So that is the concept, because from top to bottom, if we move from top to bottom, a new cell is entered, that is increasing the number of periods. Number of periods means principal number is also increases. So principal number increases means a new cell is entered, and new cell entered means their radius or atomic size automatically increases. So atomic size increase means the attraction between the valence shell and nucleus is less. So here if we want to remove valence electron from the valence shell, so less amount of energy is required. That's why the ionization enthalpy is decreases. So that is the concept. Down a group, ionization enthalpy decreases due to increase in size of an atom. So if we graphically represent it, now this is the graphical representation. Here ionization enthalpy versus atomic number, and this is the lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium down a group. We know that down a group ionization enthalpy decreases. So from lithium to cesium, the ionization enthalpy automatically decreases due to increase in size as well as increase in the atomic number. So that is the variation in ionization enthalpy down a group. Thank you very much. And next topic is the ionization gain enthalpy.